justice is a weird thing because it's very ingrained in our human nature. I mean, what little kid doesn't scream, "That's not fair," when their sense of justice has been violated? I think it's also one of the main appeals to religion and the concept of an afterlife, that no matter what happened in this life, you know, even if you got away with murder, so to speak, that in the next life, that's when you get your comeuppance, right? I think that's why, and that in this life, same with people who are quote unquote good, but maybe down on their luck or sick or in some other way in suffering in this life, that yes, but in the next life they will experience glory and honor and happiness, joy, all the good things that they missed out on, suffering their way through this mortal world. So justice, yeah, it's very, very ingrained in human nature. But this is a big old booty of a but. It's not real. I mean, if somebody gets away with something, they get away with it. That's all there is. If somebody who is a kind, loving person gets sick or suffers or is down in their luck, it is what it is. And I think that our minds and our hearts have a very hard time coming to grips with this. But in order to see things, see the world as it truly is, see people as they truly are, it's something that I and we have to come to grips with. Let me take a political example. So back in the day in 2020, when everyone was saying Biden's not the real president, he stole the election, he cheated, and everybody's a strong word there, but a lot of people were saying that Biden's not the real president. He cheated. And you know, I've heard arguments on both sides, and I think that going forward it's just going to be an every 4 years thing. The other side's going to claim the other side cheated. Whatever, you know, fuck it. But my response to that is, and because, all right, so you say Biden cheated. You say he's not the real president. Well, is he sitting in the White House? Yes. Is he the one signing the bills and making the decisions? Yes. Well, that was debatable towards the end, but yes, he was. Is he the one talking to other heads of state and visiting other countries and ordering drone strikes? Once again, that's debatable, but yes, he was there in the chair. And he was signing stuff, you know, whether it was his decisions or not, you know, that's a topic for another day. And personally, something, once again, that I don't really give a shit about. But so does it matter if he cheated or not? Doesn't fucking matter. He's there. Same with, you know, teams or athletes that quote unquote cheat. Do they have the fucking trophy or not? They do. You know, and that's the end of the story. You can put an asterisk in the record books, you can say what you want, but at the end of the day, it fucking worked and they won the game. You know? it is what it is. That's justice. Justice is basically, can you get away with it? That's, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. That's justice in reality. It's not fair. It's not right, whatever right and wrong means, but it just is. It's fucking reality that if somebody can get away with doing something, they got away with it. And I mean, if you believe in an afterlife, cool, but for all intents and purposes, they got away with it and they won. And maybe they feel guilty about it, but maybe they don't, because winning does feel pretty good. So I mean, it's not, like they say, it's not how, it's how many. And, you know, to the victor goes the spoils, I don't know, all those sayings, whatever. It's not fair, because to those little kids with the sense of justice who say it's not fair, what do their parents tell them? Life isn't fair. That is true. And it's not exactly about the why or the how. At the end of the day, it's about the what. What actually happened. So maybe a politician that you don't like won an election. Maybe they cheated, maybe they didn't, but if they are sitting in that office, they won, whether by cheating or not, you know? And all I can say is do better. Maybe, you know, yeah, that's all there really is to say about that, is that there really isn't justice besides what one can get away with, what one can't, shooting your shot and living with the consequences. And the sad part is that the higher up on the food chain you are, the better chance you have of getting away with murder. I mean, dropping bombs on people, to me, that's murder. Just like me going and shooting somebody I don't like, you know, murder. But the higher you up on the food chain you are, the more you can get away with. And, you know, that's justice in reality. Life isn't fair. You gotta live with it.